Presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day after the market close. Tom takes your phone calls from 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time using the data available at that time.
Let's go to Doug in New Jersey. Hey, Doug, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, how are you, sir?
I'm doing great. You having a good day out there?
Absolutely. That's my job.
There you go, man.
Tom, I just got your new book, and got to say, anybody who does technical analysis has got to buy your book. And further, it's the biggest bargain on the face of the earth, and, people will just throw money at anything. But I would only suggest that people have got to read it. It's a must-read.
I appreciate it.
And now, here's Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 2 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone had a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. Take action on your ideas. Doing your best means to take action. You can have many great ideas in your head, but without action upon an idea, there'll be no manifestation, no results, and no reward. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow up 123, NASDAQ up 39, S&P's up 17, gold contract up $10.50, trading at $1,526 an ounce. Silver up 76 cents at $35.49 an ounce. Platinum down $4 at $1,794 an ounce. Copper up 12 pennies at $4.15 a pound. Light sweet crude up $1.85, trading out at $99.15 a barrel. Bonds got smoked down 1.5 at 123.26. Dollar index up 12 ticks at 74.75. The euro up 4 ticks at 144.54, and the yen up 22, trading out at 80.86. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Okay, so first leg down goes from 1370.58, May 2nd. Comes all the way down to the 13th, which is yesterday, 1265. So that gives us 105 point A to B. What does that do? On the 13th, we did 1.8 billion. The 1.8 billion, folks, was going into that swing point out there of the 2.6 billion. So the bottom line, 2.4 rather. So the bottom line couldn't handle that, coming in way too much. Was too much lighter volume going into the swing point of the 16th. That, coupled with that you already came down 105 points, you got to expect the bounce. Now, where can this baby bounce to? Well, you have option expiration Friday. We're only on Tuesday. You got a good 3 or 4 days that can run easy pickings, right? So what you have out here is this. When we talk the S&P, you're at 1287. 1312 is wide open. So isn't 1331. Going to get interesting to see how we get into those levels. Now, what is absolutely also wide open, which would be a deep retracement on the way back up, is the 1345. Why the 1345? Because the 1345 is where we actually did get volume that one day. And what is really wild is that that would be a 0.76, not a 0.78. Retracement of that whole move. That's on your S&Ps. Now, we go over to the Dow Industrials. We take a look at the Dow. What you have with the Dow is this. The Dow yesterday had got into a low of 11,917. That did not hit the March 16th even high. Dow is out there up $1.23 today. The Dow can bounce into this 12,331 up to the 12,575. The composite, NASDAQ composite. What we have with the composite, she was up $39 today. What she did yesterday she got it to a price point of $26.29. That $26.29 also was going into the March 16th level. Today we closed at $26.78. So what you did is this. You got into it yesterday. You got into it Friday. Rejected it both days. One day with 1.9 million, one day with 1.8 million. You were going into 2.6 million. What that sets up is you can get on the composite, the first leg down was 28.87 into the 26.29. So big leg, 250 points. Bottom line, that can bounce somewhere into the 27.59 area, and that can get as high as that 28.35 area. Now, what we'll be looking for on the way back up, the first, if we go over to the S&P cash for a second, this would be the first real SPX. How we come into on the S&P cash, how we come into the 1312 area will tell us quite a bit. The reason being, folks, is that what you have is that when we broke down out of that area, we broke down on June 1st, had some good juice on the way down. Also, that area lines up with the February 22nd downdraft of the 1338 to the 1312 area. Gold. Let's go over and take a look at the gold contract. What we have out here with gold is this. Gold, excuse me, first leg down in gold, what you had going back May 2nd also, 1577, down to 1442, down to 1464 rather. You go back topside, you get into that 1555. Yesterday we got back down, nothing heavy, 25 bucks. Today you're up 10. This little baby can try to actually get right back into 1541. It's going to be interesting to see how it comes back in there. But what you do have is that what we've found flat out, and this is what's really wild, no doubt about it, is that gold goes with the broad market, or the broad market goes with gold. You can take your choice. Bottom line, that's how it moves. Oil. Let's go over to the oil market. We take a look at oil out here. What we've had with oil is this. Oil market, yesterday, she came down to 96.13. Today we got to 96.51. You're up $1.91 with 318,000 contracts. That's saying she's going to go run for the top of the range again. The top of the range is up there at about the 102 level. You know, oil's been just absolutely, you talk about volatility, man, absolutely amazing. Inside some of the future markets out here today, you had some big volatility. Corn gave it up at the top. That was down 2 7/10%. Natural gas was down 1.4. You had wheat down 1.8. You had aluminum down 1.2. Soybeans were down 1%. Sugar was off 0.5%. On the way up, we had copper up 3%. Gasoline was up 2. You had silver up 2. Crude was up 2. Lean hogs are up 1.8. Some real action out here today. Bonds. Let's go to the bond market. Now, of course, the correlation is so direct, it's just flat out, right? Market goes up, bonds go down. And when I say go down, meaning down on price, up on yield. Market goes down, bonds go up, yield goes down. What do you have out here today? Down 1.5 with 415,000 contracts. You got some juice here. Now, what that just did, and this is where you want to put all these markets together, folks, because if you put them together, they'll make a lot more sense to you. And what you have here is that, you know, bonds get smoked today. You're at 123.26. Bonds want to go to the 122.04 level. And if he has juice at 122.04, well, the bottom line is wants to go back to 116. They've been in this range, and they've been in there for quite a while. Bonds, that's on the shorter-term basis. What is going to, on the continuous contract, right now we're at the 125.05 level. Now, 125.07 is really important, and this is what it is, folks. March 16th, which was, of course, the lows in the market, we had a big spike in the bond market. What had happened that day is that bonds had taken off for 4 days prior to that at 119, gets to 125.07. Monster volume up at that level. I suspect this move down in bonds will not only get into that level, because we're only 2 ticks away now, but it'll get into it deeply. If, in fact, that's what happens tomorrow, what you'll see is that what is game then, what's on the table, is that the 121's on the table again, the 117. Of course, what that means is that that'll be the counter-trend rally in the S&P. And when I say counter-trend rally, the confirmation that that's be a counter-trend rally is that as we move higher, you're moving higher with lighter volume. What we did out here today on the NYSE, we did 900 million. On the NASDAQ, we did 1.6 billion. We look at some of the high-volume stocks out here today. This is what you had. You had Bank of America down 17 cents. Ford was up 29. We had Wells Fargo up 12. Dell was up 34. Best Buy was up $1.31. Freeport McMoran was up a 155. And if we look at the XAU, unfortunately, these gold equities still can't get out of their way, which is just amazing. There's divergence in them, no doubt. But if the XAU, the HUI, they basically both busted out the bottoms that have been out there for the last 6 months, and we'll see whether they get back inside those bottoms at this particular point. Right now, they're struggling, and they're struggling in a big way. 877-927-6648. We had Caterpillar up 242. Let's go over to Caterpillar. What you had with Caterpillar out here is this. Caterpillar had finished a large ABC structure on the way up. Come off the highs at 116. Caterpillar right now is down 17%. Bottom line is that this also looks like a larger ABC structure on the way down. And if we have more of these setting up, that's going to be just marked trouble in the marketplace as we not only go into the summer, as we start going into the fall. The XLF financials, what we have with the financials, they were up 7 cents today. And the financials right now, they're going to need a lot more traction. The XLF had come down from 1750, excuse me, folks, into that 1462 area. And, we'll see what they can do. This can bounce to 1579. But you get the light volume of 1579. All that has done is set up a much larger ABC structure on the way down. Research in Motion, man, oh man, you talk about dead meat. This is pretty amazing, folks. Research in Motion has gone nonstop from February 18th at $70.54 as the 35.76. That's why you want to deal with stops, folks, okay? Bottom line, this is one heck of a trend, and that trend is just one nasty trend. And I'll tell you, the volume's drying up a little, but Research in Motion looks to me like it's in big, big trouble. Let's go to Ed in Natick. Hey, Ed, what's going on, brother?
Go Bruins!
Yeah, go Bruins. Hey, it's wild. That's so funny. Well, Ideal, so many of the gold companies that we have, of course, are in Vancouver and Toronto.
Oh, yeah.
So today, I was talking to a couple of guys up there, and when I sign off, I say, go Bruins, and I know they were ready to kill me, but... there's no doubt about it, folks. I mean, you talk about great hockey, man. Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
They wanted to show the game, at the Garden, and NBC won't let them do it.
Really?
Yeah. Talking about it all day long. The network says, no, you can't have our feed for that,
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I see why, because they can make more money in the houses. Yeah.
Well, for the commercials. But how many people is? What do you get for 20,000,
Oh, listen, man, they want every penny. You stay right there. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. We'll be coming right back.